From LA to Piscataway, all Big Ten all year long. This is Big Ten 10.
Tom Allen is the next defensive coordinator of the Penn State Nittany Lions. And it is great. I just want to say this. It's great to have the coach, Tom Allen, within the Big Ten Conference. It is also great to have the personality that is Tom Allen. Was he a little bit cringy at times? Yeah, maybe. But here's the thing about Tom Allen. His players love him. His players want to go to war for him. You look at those successful seasons at Indiana in 2019 and 2020. His players put it all out on the line for Tom Allen. He is a guy, he is a personality that I love having back in the Big Ten. And when you take a look at Tom Allen, his track record, I think, speaks for itself, as well. Of course, he was the head coach at Indiana, right? We all know that, from 2017 until 2023. He was the defensive coordinator, right? He arrived at Indiana in 2016, and he restructured that defense right away. Like, we're not talking about a place that's flush with talent. We're talking about Bloomington, Indiana. As the Hoosiers allowed 120 fewer yards per game and 10 fewer points per game the prior season. After Allen became the head coach, he called the defense in 17 and 18. In 2017, Indiana finished top 10 nationally in third down defense and top 30 in total defense. Now you go back to his days at South Florida, 1 year down there in Tampa. He helped South Florida's program take a U-turn in his sole season as defensive coordinator. In 2015, they went 8-5, improving from 4-8 the previous year. Allen's defense finished in the top 15 in tackles for loss and interceptions, and top 15 nationally in takeaways. Allen was on a defensive coaching staff at Ole Miss, working as a linebackers coach as well. That led the nation in scoring defense in 2014. The Rebels allowed just 18 touchdowns that season. He also served as the special teams coordinator. So it's not just an Indiana thing. Tom Allen has succeeded every place that he has gone. He has built defenses up in a short period of time. But here's the thing about this situation at Penn State. He doesn't need to build a defense. You've got a lot of talented kids in Penn State. This was one of the very best defenses in all of college football in 2023 we're talking about. This is some of the most talent I think that Tom Allen will have worked with on the defensive side of the football throughout his career. We just brought it up. Indiana, right? You got talent in Happy Valley. You got more talent in Happy Valley than you do in Bloomington. You got more talent in Happy Valley than you do down in the G5 at USF. And then you take a look at Ole Miss as well. At the very least, it's the most talent that Tom Allen will have worked with on defense. You're replacing all that talent that's leaving a top defense. Adisa Isaac and Chop Robinson. That's some big-time pass rushing numbers right there. You look at in the secondary, these past 2 years, you back 2 years ago, Joey Porter Jr. and Jair Brown. Then you sub them in this year with guys like Kalen King, Johnny Dixon, Daquan Hardy, but all three of those guys are gone. Now, it's Penn State. You recruit well, right? There's going to be players. You got Abdul Carter coming back at the linebacking spot, Dennis Sutton on the defensive line as well to maybe replicate what Chop Robinson or Adisa Isaac were able to do. But Tom Allen, I think, is really going to be tested in terms of how well he can develop this young talent at Penn State and keep this Nittany Lion defense at the level that it was under Manny Diaz. And I want to talk about Manny Diaz a little bit and I want to give credit where credit is due. This comes from Tyler Donahue, this tweet. This was part of a tweet at Lions247. James Franklin has repeatedly stated desire for coordinators to be the head coach of a unit. Definitely got that from Manny Diaz, prioritized it in recent weeks. Tom Allen, of course, the experience of a head coach. James Franklin likes it when his coordinators can take the ball and run with it. And I believe Tom Allen can certainly do that. I believe Penn State, are they losing some stuff? Yes. Are they losing a lot? Yes, out of that defense. But there's still pieces in place for Tom Allen. And I want to finish off with this. This is a great rebound situation for old Tommy. Sometimes when head coaches get fired, ask Paul Chryst, you become an analyst at Texas. A lot of coaches have been fired, become analysts at Alabama in the coach rehabilitation clinic, so to speak. This is a good land-on-your-feet situation after things didn't work out at a school that you know and love in Indiana. Tom Allen is still fairly young. He's still in his early 50s right now, early to mid-50s. Who says that Tom Allen can't just do a great job like Manny Diaz and 3, 4, 5 years go by and he can land at another head coaching job in his late 50s or early 60s? There is still so much in front of Tom Allen's career right now. I think that's part of the selling point for James Franklin. He's a smart guy. He's a smart coach. For Andy Kotelnicki to come over from Kansas, where he'd been with Lance Leipold for a long time, for Tom Allen to come in here to Penn State, I think he's selling guys, and that's, I think, what smart head coaches do that are at very successful programs. They sell you on the fact, hey, help me out here for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, and let's get you a head coaching job. I think that's the selling point that James Franklin is doing for guys like Andy Kotelnicki and Tom Allen. I think these are very good coordinators right now at Penn State, and I think that Tom Allen coming into this defense, he's going to, I think, keep the Nittany Lions in the ballpark of what they achieved under Manny Diaz.
Thanks for watching Big Ten Ted, where it's all Big Ten all year long. Make sure to like the video to spread the word of Big Ten Ted to the masses, and subscribe to the channel for updates on Big Ten content that drops every day.